Welcome to Depression Talks with Emmanuel, and in this community, we openly talk about depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. So yesterday, I went to my first counseling session with this counselor, and I wanted to make this video because maybe you're curious about counseling, maybe you feel like you need counseling, you're thinking about it, you're scared of going to counseling. I'm going to share my experience with you in hopes that it will give some light to what counseling is like. Now, I have clinical depression, and I have anxiety, and I'm going through some addictions that I need to get rid of due to the depression. So I'm not saying that my experience is exactly the same experience you're going to have, but at least it'll give you some reference of what it might be like. Yesterday, I drove from work, I went to counseling, and I walked into the office and I sat down and I was nervous and shy. My hands are getting sweaty just thinking about how I felt. This lady calls me back. Her name is Chris. That is my counselor. I walked in the room and she asked me to sit down anywhere I wanted. So I sat down on the comfy couch and I was just sitting there like, okay, all right. I filled out some paperwork and then she just simply asked me, so, like, how are you? Tell me about yourself. Like, what's going on? How are you doing? And I shared my story, which I will share my full story with y'all, I believe soon, especially since I'll be speaking at some organization. But I shared my story with her, and she really allowed me to open up about everything I'm going through without a fear of judgment. This is a stranger I've never met. So I'm not worried about her talking to my parents or talking to my friends, or this is my time to fully let go of exactly what's on my mind. Because at the end of the day, they are the professional. I'm not a professional in this about depression. They're a professional. So I want to make sure I use this opportunity to get as much help as I need. Throughout the session, I'm talking to her about some things that's happened in my past, some things I'm currently struggling with. And she let me know that yes, this you have clinical depression. I also have anxiety, which again is channel depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. She talked about different techniques, tips, and tricks that will allow my mind to be able to shift when I have these negative thoughts arise. And she talked about how she's actually taking antidepressants because she has depression as well. It's so interesting. Your counselor that has depression, who's a professional on the subject, you would think they don't have depression, but depression it doesn't judge. It doesn't care about if you're female, a male, any race. No matter who you are, anybody can have this clinical depression. When you go into counseling, usually the first experience is them asking you questions to kind of, I guess, diagnose you / get to know you on a personal level and say, what are they going through? To try to become personal with you, to become familiarized with you, to see how they can help and how they can get you through something in a healthier way. On this channel, I'm very open about depression and talking about my personal experiences, but if you deal with depression yourself, then you know that talking about depression is not easy, or any other health mental issues. That is not an easy thing to do. And I want to share this video with you to show you that if you're thinking about suicide, if you're thinking about harming yourself, you have really hard addictions that you can't get rid of, then I strongly suggest trying to seek a counselor and seeking professional help. I was nervous to do it. It took so much guts and energy and honestly me getting over a fear to talk to somebody about this, but I finally did it. And with this counselor, it's a great fit. It's a great match. I'm going to have further sessions with her, but it was a great experience. So I strongly suggest that if you are going through something right now, please just talk with somebody at least, but even more so, talk with a professional counselor or a therapist. Maybe it'll help, maybe not. But hey, try everything you can because life is way more important. And I don't want you to choose not to be here anymore because you didn't try out all the different things that potentially could help you. And lastly, on this, again, I'm going to be making a playlist about, going to a counselor and anything I learn in there, I'm definitely going to be sharing with you. So if you deal with anything with depression, hit that subscribe button because, of course, I will share these techniques with you. She's already told me some different techniques, and I'm going to be making so many different videos. She's talking about the neurons of the brain and all that stuff. So I'm going to be sharing all that stuff with you because this is a freaking community. We are in this together, all right? All right, y'all. So hit that subscribe button. Keep on supporting your boy. Keep on making me smile. Ooh, y'all are killing it out here. All right. I think it's time to end the video. As I always say, do you stay swagalicious and keep smiling. Peace.